Welcome back, everybody, back with a new video. Today we're going to be doing a Can't Feel Your Own World Top 10. Now, no 1,000-Year Blood War. I may make one, to be honest, because I really don't want to do any attribute tier list right now. I would rather wait until we get to the end of the year, and then we can see some really big changes. Because right now it's only been about, 6 months, actually maybe even a little bit longer since we've had, since January. I'm not too sure how long it's been, but I want to wait till the end of the year. Because then we had a whole entire year of new units, which is what I prefer doing. So I'm probably going to be waiting on the attributes tier list, so I'm probably going to be doing that later. So I will be finishing this Can't Feel Your Own World right now, of course, and then I'll do a 1,000-Year Blood War, and maybe I'll do another one as of all the limited characters together, right? So we shall see, but I really don't want to do an attribute tier list because I would rather just wait until the end of the year, and then we have an entire year to go off of, right? So other than that, though, let's get into it. So starting off number 10, it is going to be Halaba. She is a round card killer. She is Technique Bruiser, Berserker 40%, Devastation 60%, Enhancer 10 seconds, Freeze duration 100%, Frenzy, Havoc 20%, Sprinter +1. She has a boost barrier on her SA2, no status elements, so overall, she's pretty good. Artwork, top tier. I think all the Can't Feel Your Own World espadas, beautiful. I think they're all really great, like design-wise and art-wise, so let's look at her skills. Defy semi-lunge, but do not be deceived by this. It is a very slow, it's a very slow lunge. It's a really slow, and that is why I do think she's number 10 and not higher up. This lunge is very slow, and then when you put that on top of her only a 630 boost, then I have some problems with it, right? A very slow lunge, a only 630 SA2, and then a full screen dirt. Dirt is fine, but a 630 is kind of slow. It really slows her down. And then obviously the 570 lunge, which is really slow as well. If you play with her, you know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. It's really slow. Overall, though, she's a good character, but I do think she is on the slower end. Yes, she is a very nice boost barrier. You could also use her in a wrong card week. Just give her some chappies and all that if you really need a booster. But overall, though, I think she's fine. She's great. I like her. I really enjoy playing with her. But compared to the other units that we're going to be talking about, she don't really cut it. So let's go to number 9. Number 9 is going to be, beautiful boy, Coyote Stark. Dude, I still think he's the best art and design wise. Like, look at this model. I still don't have him, sadly. I remember I went ham whenever he was in the banner. He didn't come home. But oh my god, look at this design. Look at the artwork. It is beautiful. Beautiful. Hopefully I get my hands on him one day. But man, I can't get over this. It's beautiful. Technique as well. Oh, there's another wrong guard killer. Strong attack recharge. Bruiser 20%. No berserker. And the build 2 seconds. 40 devastation. 5 duration 100%. Frenzy. Havoc 20% and Sprinter +1. And he has bird on everything. Very nice. It's good. It's good. So only thing he lacks though, I do think is damage. And here's why. So his SA1 is going to be a beam, but it's only a 1500 beam with only a width of 690. It's not a 3K beam, but it's still a beam. Nonetheless, it's still good. I still like it. SA2, 960 AoE. Perfect. SA3, full screen. Perfect. He's literally perfect. The only downfall that I do have with this unit would be his lack of damage. But I still think he is much better than Halaba because Halaba is much slower. The lunge is not. It's very too slow. Only a 630 boost. It ain't worth. It ain't all that great. Trust me. The Stark though, he's perfect. Yes, he doesn't have a 3K beam, but he has a 1500 beam. It's still good. And the one thing he does lack is damage, which you could fix easily. Just give him some saddle links, give him T15 full stab, but you cannot fix a slow strong attack or a very small strong attack. That's what you cannot fix. You gotta remember that. So overall though, he's great. I love him. He still holds up. He still holds up to this day. And I'm pretty sure. When was the last time he came out? When was the last time? I'm pretty sure he came out in like 2019. If I'm not mistaken. I doubt this is the first time. Is it the first time? It could be the first time he came out, to be honest. But I highly doubt it because it does say Banners 9. So I'm pretty sure it's already been a while that he's been out. So he still holds up to this day, in my opinion, at least for the top 10K for your world. So next on the list is going to be number 8. Number 8 going to this Shinsui. I love the Shinsui. Currently, he is going to be in the banner that we do have at the moment. There is going to be a couple characters, actually, in this list that are in the Can't Feel Your Own World Summon banner. So, let's look at this. So, this Shinsui is a power, no affiliation killer, 12% recharge, Very, very nice. Berserker, Bruiser, 20%. Damage to lacerated enemies, 40%. Debil, 2 seconds. Devastation, 40%. Frenzy, Havoc, 20%. Sprinter +1. He's pretty stacked. Devastation with damage to lacerated enemies, 40%. So that's literally like a 80% right on your nuke. It's gonna hurt. He is gonna hurt. The only downside is a no affiliation killer, personally. So let's look at it. SA1, 570 lunge. Okay. SA2 is going to be the same thing as Bongkai Shuhei, where it's 750 in front of him, which is not that bad. It's an okay strong attack, but it's not the greatest, right? It's okay. It's okay. And SA3 is going to be 1170. 1170 being very, very good in my opinion. I really love the 1170. I think it's perfect. I think it's literally the best SA3 in the game. But however, I do think he's down here because nowadays there's, I mean, no affiliation really ain't that great. It's really not. I mean, yes, it's good, but that 750 SA2, I do think it holds him back. I do think it holds him back. If it was like a 960, this man will be much higher. Well, regardless of the killer, he'll be much higher. Overall, though, I'm going to put him there just because the 750 I'm really not too fond of, and it is a no affiliation killer. But overall, though, this Shinsui is great. I do love him. I think he's really, really good. Even with a no affiliation killer, you could bypass that with Transcendence. But overall, though, he's still good. I still think he's a great unit. I mean, you got a lunge, you got a 750, and then you got 1170. He's great. I like him. Overall, though, going to number 7. It's going to be the same situation. It is going to be Can't Figure on Word Mayuri. Yes, Mayuri. Technique, Espada Killer. Berserker, Bruiser, Havoc, 20%. Debil, 5 seconds. Devastation, 40%. Frenzy, Guard Break. Speed Droplet, 17%. And Sprint +1. Does he have any innate skills? I don't remember. Weaker Resistance. It's okay. It's okay. Now, he has Weaker on everything. He has Revive on his special, which is not too bad, right? It's a Revive, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure it's a Revive. I don't remember that icon. I'm pretty sure it's a Revive. Wait. Yeah, you cannot die. Yeah. You die, you come back. There you go. But of course, after that, you do die. So, first strong attack, 3k beam. SA2, 960. SA3, 1200. Perfect. Perfect kit. He has literally the perfect kit. Only downside, I do think, is the killer. And that's really about it. That is literally the only downside of this character, which is going to be the killer. But he is a fantastic technique unit. He is great. No complaints. Only downside is the killer. But overall, though, he's perfect. Now, yes, he is number 7. For me personally, yes, number 7. Let's go up on the list. You shall see why. Next, number 6. Oh boy. Number 6 is going to be Can't Figure Your Own World Grimmjow. This man, nothing is going to stop him. Literally nothing will stop him. He is a heart attribute with a soul ripper killer. Soul trait damage taken 20%. Berserker, 50%. Bruiser, 40%. Flurry, Guard Break. Hidden enemy chance 100%. Poise, Sprinter +1. He is fantastic. Now, on to his strong attacks. It is going to be a double lunge kit. It is a 475 lunge on his SA1, 625 lunge on SA2, and his SA3 is going to be a suction vortex into an explosion, which is good for what this unit is trying to do. Just group him up, and then you can just hit him, because nothing's going to stop him, literally. 960 though, it's like a headbutt. It's pretty much a headbutt. If you play with him, you know what it is. But overall, nothing will stop this unit. And I do think, when it comes to a better killer compared to a non-better killer like Mayuri, I have to choose a better killer, and that's something that's never going to stop this unit, which is, he has it all. He has hidden enemies, Guard Break, Flurry, Poise. Hey, ain't nothing going to stop him. But overall, he is a fantastic unit, so I hope you do pull him if you did something on that banner. He's great. I'm using him right now currently, to be honest, to farm the tournament, because he's much faster than everyone I do have. Overall, though, I'm really happy about this unit. He's simple, but sometimes simple is the way to go. Overall, though, I'm very happy with how this unit is. He's perfect. I really don't think he will ever basically die from the meta, because, I mean, he has it all. He has it all. So, next, let's talk about number 5. Grimmjow being number 6, onwards to number 5. Number 5 is going to be Genji. Yes, Genji. Power, a wrong guard killer. Normal attack damage 25%. Now, no stats elements, yes, but Berserker 50%, Bruiser 40%, Devastation 40%, Flurry, follow-up. Oof, beautiful follow-up. Guard Break, Sprint +1, weakened defense. Now you're questioning, why is this Genji above the Grimmjow? Well, let me tell you why. Follow-up allows you to hit enemies that are on the floor. Yes, you know, if you use a strong attack, you knock him on the floor, Genjo can hit him. So basically, if you get this Grimjaw as Zeta Pill, nothing's gonna stop him. Literally, nothing is gonna stop him. You fall on the ground, this Genjo's gonna keep on hitting. Even on auto, he doesn't stop. Literally, nothing stops this man besides him using his strong attacks, which is fantastic. Sadly, we don't. I wish Jushiro had follow up, to be honest. If we did, ooh, my god. But this follow up skill is very, very nice. I really do enjoy it. SA1 is gonna be a 2500 length beam. It's good. SA2 is going to be a suction pushed back into like same thing as Tokinata, and SA3 is just going to be a 975 AoE distance, which is fine. It's basically 1170, but without the havoc. But overall though, I am very extremely happy with this unit. The follow-up, he just cuts everything like butter. Like if you have him, you know what I'm talking about. Nothing stops him. He's so good. But I do put him up above Grimjaw because of that, and he does have weakened defense, so you could literally main him, like, even though he's a NAD. You can still take him in GQ, main him as well. You can take him in Epic Raid. Same thing as the Grimjaw though. Same thing, yes. But it's just so good. It's much safer than Grimjaw in the end of the day. Right? NAD units, when it comes to Flurry being range, they are much safer than the melee version. But at least this Genji also does have weaker defense. So even if you want to pop your special, you're doing more damage. And everyone else that you bring in, especially like in co-op, Epic Raids and all that, if you pop your ultimate, you got that weakened defense, boom, you're gonna do a lot more damage. You can give him weakened defense even +2. Boom, he's gonna hurt. Overall though, I think he's great. Now, this list is already tight. This list, you could debate between the Grimjaw, the Kugo, and these next 4, you could debate for them as well, personally. To be honest, I think it's really, really tight. But I do have some of my reasons why I do put them the way it is. So next, let's go talk about number 4. Number 4 being Bongkai Shinji. Yes, Bongkai Shinji. Now let me tell you why he's not higher on the list for me. Like I said, these next 4 are all easily debatable. Right? It's already just easily debatable. So let's get right into it. So Bongkai Shinji being power, Soul Reaper Killer, great. Strong attack damage recharge 12%. Power attribute captain, strong attack damage 20%. Bruiser, Berserker, Havoc 20%. Damage to confuse enemies 40%. Debil 5 seconds. Frenzy. And Sprinter +1. Also, let me go back to that Kugo real quick. I do not think he has any innate skills. No, he does not. Alright, so this Shinji. Now, he has confusion on everything. He has the God Kick. He has a 3 KB. He has a 960 AoE. He has the 1200 full screen. But I think confusion is the worst attribute. Not worst attribute, the worst status element in the game, and Shinji does not have devastation. Yes, he has damage to confuse enemies 40%, but he does not have the devastation 40%. Like I was talking about just Shinsui way back here. He has damage to lacerate enemies and the devastation. Shinji here does not. You could argue he has the power attribute captain, strong attack damage 20%, but what still hurts him is, personally for me, is the confusion. Confusion is literally the worst status element in the game. He does have a perfect kit. He does have a good killer. But the only thing he does lack, personally for me, is the devastation 40% and him having confusion, which I think is personally, I don't mind it, but it could have been a lot better, right? But of course, I mean, I see why they give him confusion, right? You see what he does. We obviously know what he does. But it's just confusion is very, very weak in the game at the moment. And he doesn't have devastation. Hence why I put him in number 4. So that's pretty much it. But like I said, these next 4, basically these last, from Grimjaw all the way to number 1, they're all good. And I wouldn't be surprised if I see people put some of them in number 1. Right? Like I said, but this is just based on me. But I'm saying that, disclaimer, I wouldn't be surprised if from number 6 to number 1, any of those 6 could be number 1, personally. So let's do it. Onwards to number 3. Number 3 is going to be Bongkai Shuhei. Yes, Bongkai Shuhei. Strong attack, recharge 12%, heart, a wrong guard killer. Weakening on everything, bruiser, berserker, havoc 20%, debil 5 seconds, devastation 40%, frenzy, and nullify melee resistance 100%, sprinter +1. Now, I love this Shuhei a lot. Oh man, I want to give him 5 out of 5. I need one more. 570 lunge, 750 SA2. Okay, SA2. SA3 is 1200. It's a 1200 full screen. But his special is a debuff skill, which reduces their defense by 80%, reduces their focus by 33%, and their attack by 33%, of course. But the negative 80% defense is insane. You can literally get banned for using this unit. Yes, Gino, our boy Gino, used him. He was so strong. This Shuhei is so strong. You can get banned. But I'm pretty sure they fixed it. And, you know, detecting bugs and all that. Hopefully, I'm not too sure. But overall, yes, this Shuhei is so strong. You can get banned for it. That's literally what it is. Hopefully not anymore, right? But this debuff skill is insane. Only 3 units have it, being the Shuhei, being the first one, Don Kanoji, and White Ichigo. White Ichigo being the second one to get it, and Don Kanoji being the recently one to get this skill. This skill is absolutely insane, and it's on the special, and he has weakening, which is insane on top of that as well. Weakening on top of the debuff skill, ooh, he hits like a truck. So, reason also why I put him above Shinji is because of that. The debuff skill is actually insane, and he also has nullified melee resistance. Yes, you could argue nullified melee resistance isn't that great, but you could use him 2 weeks of, you know, GQ. You can use him extreme co-op. That's literally gonna stop him. He is great. I do think he is great. The weakening on top of the debuff skill and the nullified melee resistance is why I do put him over Shinji. Yes, Shinji has a perfect kit, but Shinji has confusion, which is very weak at the moment, and he has no devastation. Kind of hurts him. Compared to this, how much damage this Shuhei could put out, it's insane. You put this Shuhei to T15, you give him weakened defense with weakening and the debuff skill, he's a truck. Trust me. Once I get him 5 out of 5, I would gladly show you guys, but I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it by now, that he is absolutely insane. He's great. I think he's a perfect unit. I mean, SA2 could be better, but after that, it's everything else is perfect about him. Overall, though, I'm extremely happy about this Shuhei. I love him. I love him. So, next, let's talk about number 2. Like I said, from Grimjail onwards, you could argue whoever number 1 and all this is because they're all good. They're all great. All these units are really, really good. Number 2, Bongkai Haman. Yes. So, strong attack damage, 12%. Bruiser Berserker, Havoc, 20%. Debil, 5 seconds. Devastation, 40%. Frenzy. Disabler. Against Technique, Attribute, Soul Reapers, and Sprinter +2. Weakening on everything. He is a Soul Reaper power. And 12% recharge. He is great. No innate skills, of course. So let's go into his kit. His kit is going to be the 3K beam into the 750 pushback, same against Tokinata. Suction, you know, brings him in and pushes him back. And his SA3 is 1170, the best SA3 in the game. Overall, why he's above Shuhei, as you can see, he has a good kit. He has 1170. He has a 3K beam. Yes, you could argue that this SA2 is not that great, but it works well with what this character is trying to do. He has Disabler for a reason. The SA2 hits, well, how many hits? 10 to 18 times. Now you add that with Frenzy, it's easily going to be like a near 50 hits. It's insane. He is very, very nice. On top of that, he has weakening. He has Sprinter +2. He's great. He's literally gonna zoom around the map, take him T15, give him a long strike. He is going to zoom around the map. But why I put him over Shuhei? SA1 is much better than Shuhei's SA1. His SA3 is better than Shuhei's SA3. And SA2 is debatable, right? Depends if you like Shuhei's 750 or you like this pushback attack. Breath style attack, pretty much. Overall, though, that is why I do put Hikone over Shuhei, even though Shuhei does have the Nullify melee resistance and the debuff skill. Hikone, though, but like I said, they're all great. They're all great units. I wouldn't be surprised if you put someone else higher. It's just how I see it. 3K beam, 1170 is too good of a kit already in it itself. Overall, though, perfect unit. Fantastic. I'm very happy about this Hikone. Would love to get him 5 out of 5, but if you saw my summons on the Shuhei banner, we didn't get a single one. Sadly, we didn't get a single one. I'll just give him power move story and we'll be done. But that's not the case. So, number 1, going to no surprise, the boy Tokinata. Hard attribute, Soul Reaper Killer, normal attack damage 25%, Berserker 50%, Bruiser 20%, Enhancer 10 seconds, Flurry, Guard Break, paralyzed duration 100%, sprint plus 1 boost on his SA2. SA3 weak, his special weakens and resets his cooldowns, which is insane. This unit came out about almost 3 years ago now. So his kit is a 2500 length beam, breath style attack like I was talking about, Bongkai Hikone, and a full screen third. This unit was the first unit ever to get guard break into the game as a flurry character. Once this dropped, it was nothing stops. You literally just zoom through the content. Now, why I do think he's number 1? He has a boost. He has a guard break. He has a flurry. He also has weakening on his special, which is great. But it also resets all his skills, so you could boost again if you need it. And then after your transformation mechanic does wear out, it resets your cooldowns again, which is such an insane mechanic for a NAD unit. He also does get more mags, of course, once he transforms, which is the usual, especially on his normal attack string. It's much better once he transforms. Overall, though, it's great. This unit is very, very good. Like once he transforms, you see here. If you look at his over here, his normal attack string, it's 100%, 100, 120%. But go down here into his transform state for 30 seconds. 120, 120, 120, 150. That is basically a 30% increase in damage, which is insane in itself. Overall, he's perfect. And how they made him better? Well, how can they make a unit better than Tokinata? Just give him more bruiser. Give him like all the insane stuff that we see with Jushiro and Masaki. That's literally how they were able to make a unit better than Tokinata. Just give him more bruiser, barrier boost, hit enemies, poise, and all that good stuff. Overall, though, I do think he's the best unit in terms of Camp for Your Own World. Like I said, it is debatable. You could debate about it. That anyone from Grimjow to here can be in first place. But I just think Tokinata is insane. He has weakening on his special. The best part to have weakening on, personally. Resets all his cooldowns. He even has status elements on his cooldowns, which is gaining burn on SA3 once he transforms, and freeze on his SA1. Overall, though, Tokinata is pretty simple. But that pretty simple, like I said, is all you really need. And therefore, that is why I do think Tokinata is ranked number 1. But I would not be surprised if I see people put Bongkai Shinji number 1, when people put Shuhei number 1, or Hikone number 1. There's a lot of good units, but like I said, even though they're not on this list, even though they're not number 1, does not make them a bad unit. They are still good, they just do not cut it by from my standards. Like I said, this is all my opinion, they just don't cut it. But they're still good, just there's better, right? Overall, though, that's pretty much going to do it, guys. Hope you guys do enjoy it. I hope I hit it accurately. Some of them are hit or miss. Like, you could argue about the Grimjo and Koga. Like I said, you could argue that Mayuri be a little bit higher because of Killer. Shinji, you could put up higher. I wouldn't be surprised if people could dissect the whole list. But for me personally, this is currently what I do think. Overall, though, I'm very happy about King for Own World. We're probably not going to get any more rounds after the round 10, of course, of Tsukishima, Genjo, and Mayuri. But I'm very happy with how they did it. I'm excited. Cannot wait for how Spirits of Fireworth is going to be. We already have 3 disgusting units, meaning Yama, Jushiro, and Shinsui being very, very good. But overall, though, hope everyone's enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, let me know down below. Please subscribe also, because you guys have actually been killing it. Can't thank you guys enough. You guys have been showing me a lot of support lately, and I cannot thank you guys enough. So, if you like more content, just subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Give me some criticism. It'd be nice to know, some stuff I could do better. I know people would love face cam and all that, but when I wake up in the morning, I really don't want to put face cam on. More than likely, when I do record my videos, they're normally when I wake up, and they're basically when I'm really, really tired. Other than that, though, thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.